welcome. I'm Neha Bajaj, and we are at the etnow in Realty Conclave and Awards West Edition 2026. And I have with me Mr. Sumesh Mishra, who is the founder CEO of Lighthouse PropTech, and he's won the award for Innovative Marketing Campaign Bandra Bay. First of all, many congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And how does it feel with this recognition at this platform?
Well, thank you, Neha, for inviting us to this forum. It's always good to win awards, and especially when it comes from a credible brand like ET. That is always a cherry on the cake. So yeah, we as a team are very happy and proud of winning this prestigious award at this platform of ET. And yeah, I think we look forward to many more such recognitions and awards in future.
Absolutely. Okay, so again, talking about your brand, I want to know how you started and how were things back then and how they have evolved now.
So, in terms of my professional career, I started about a decade and a half back, and have been on the developer side, on the financial services side. We started this company called Lighthouse PropTech, where the idea is to create the first real estate wealth management platform for HNIs and Ultra HNIs to meet their luxury and super luxury needs. So what we've seen in the last few years that a lot of decision making in real estate is either impulse or the decision making sometimes faces issues in terms of lack of market knowledge, lack of analytics, lack of comparison between various projects, various locations. What you have in a financial services sector, where you have multiple firms who provide you with research, who provide you with intelligence on maybe the stocks to buy or the right mutual fund to buy. There is no platform in real estate where you can look for a which developer or a which product or which location is the next big location.
Yes.
So that is where our platform will play an important role. We are a fund-backed company, so we recently raised about $3.5 million through a fund called Turbo Start and certain family offices of high net worth individuals of the country. And so we are trying to create this one-stop stop window or one-stop stop platform to meet all the needs of luxury and super luxury segment for the HNIs of the country.
Okay, so that's a very interesting point that yes, at one point of time there was nobody to guide also that what
Correct.
to buy, how to buy, or
Correct.
what is more good in terms of the ROI as well in the near future.
Yes.
So again, Mr. Sumesh, talking about the buyer's perspectives or the investor perspectives,
Yeah.
has it changed now or are they more educated and aware, and how that has added to your brand?
Of course. So, earlier the big ticket size buyers, and in if you see just pre-COVID, 100 crore deal would be like one in a year or maybe once in a 2 years phenomenon. But now you see the 50 crore to 100 crore ticket sizes are like 4 deals or 5 deals, or in fact in few months there are 10 to 15 deals happening every month. So now the ticket size or the average, the number of buyers in the luxury segment has grown like anything. So obviously with the new developers, more organized players coming in the market, all developers becoming more and more transparent, more and more forthcoming in terms of sharing a lot of information with their buyers and providing that experience to the customers. Obviously the market has evolved. What we feel is, obviously as a family office to someone or as an advisor to someone, you need to guide the customer on not only buying but buying at the right time, selling at the right time, or leasing, or maybe monetizing their real estate holdings at an opportune time, at an opportune return. That is where the real play is, and that is where we are trying to create a niche in the market for the HNI segment, and that is how Lighthouse PropTech has been gearing up to build this platform for the HNI segment. And the overall the sector has evolved. Today you see almost Mumbai sells about 140 to 150 thousand units annually, and a city like Mumbai, which is one of the most robust market in the country.
Yes.
And out of that, if you see, if the size is about 1,40,000 crore worth of sales happening, the luxury and ultra luxury segment is almost 30 to 40% of that market. So that is where you need a lot of handholding. You need a research based approach, and that is where we are trying to ensure that we become an integral part of a home buying, home selling, or across the residential, commercial, pre-leased assets or land. And as I said, a one-stop stop for all the needs of an HNIs is what we are trying to do.
Very well explained. And again, my next question to you. So, talking about your brand, how do you see it evolving and growing in the next 5 to 10 years, or probably? I would like to hear something about your new, the brand's new projects.
Yep.
Something that you would like to discuss on this platform.
So, at Lighthouse, Lighthouse PropTech, we have a separate brand which is Lighthouse Luxury, which caters to the B2C model.
And I read something called Bandra Bay. What's that?
Yeah. So Bandra Bay, as part of our research, we try to identify locations ahead of time.
Okay.
And we try to provide intelligence to our HNIs that which are the new upcoming markets where they should invest. So one such location within the city center is Bandra Bay. So, till about few years back, you are aware that Bandra Reclamation is a location which is just adjacent to BKC.
Yes.
So you have Bandra, BKC, the Bandra Kurla complex on one side. You have the Bandra West Carter Road and the upmarket areas on the other side, and then you have the Bandra Worli Sea Link. So Bandra Reclamation was right in the center of this entire buzzing activity. Not only the infrastructure, but also the best social fabric, the best schools, the best colleges, the best hotels are all at a stone's throw away.
Yes.
But the perception of the location as Bandra Reclamation was not that luxury. And we identified that what do you need for luxury? Luxury is when you can, reach your workplace in a fraction of a second.
Yes.
When you have all the advantages of best schools, best amenities around, and such open spaces, which is not there in Mumbai, and especially in the city center. So that's how we realized that to communicate the story well, we need to rebrand this entire story. That's how the concept of Bandra Bay came into picture.
Okay.
And we rebranded Bandra Reclamation into Bandra Bay with the support of all the developers. So there are 7 developers who are developing, luxury and super luxury project in this location. Mahada, the government agency, has been really helpful in providing the right data points, the kind of development that they are doing on the waterfront level. It's all luxury and sea view properties. Also, the Guardian Minister of Mumbai, Shri Ashish Shelar sir, he was very forthcoming in telling us and informing us what are the kind of infrastructural developments, amenities, and social fabric which is being developed.
Okay.
So that gave us the right, I would say, ammunition to take this story forward, and that is how we could come up with this Bandra Bay concept, and it was very well taken by everyone in the market.
And a lot of celebrities also stay there now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So cricketers, film stars, a lot of business celebrities are have already started buying there, and some of the top developers of the country, Hiranandani, Godrej, and Adani Realty, they're all the stakeholders in that location. So that is how it makes a compelling story for an investment or a buy for the HNIs and the.
So that's a very interesting concept that I got to know today. So again, talking about branded residencies and luxury living, do you feel your brand is also going to have some scope in tier 2 and tier 3 as well?
Yes. So Neha, the aspiration of the customers across is growing, and India today, for example, I would say the number of listed companies in India has grown to almost 7,000 in number. So the kind of wealth which has been created in the country in the last few years, where the economy has already touched about $4.5 trillion US. So there is a lot of wealth in tier 2, tier 3 cities, and those people don't want to leave that location, but they want better amenities, better facilities. So you see a lot of concepts coming into these tier 2, tier 3 cities, and which is already there. So earlier it was the top metros, then it went to the adjoining cities like Pune. Pune has already established branded residencies. Now you see Nagpur, you see Aurangabad, and several other locations in Maharashtra, Gujarat, all across, where people want to move in branded residencies. They want something more, and not a pure 4 walls. So they want more amenities, they want more snob value for their purchase. So that is where it is. I think India is shining, India is growing, and
absolutely. And irrespective of the buyer city, they are aspirational. That's very well said. So my last question to you: if you have to advise the next generation of real estate leaders entering Western India's market, what's one mindset or capability they must build from day one? Something from your experience that you would like to share?
So I think the Western market includes primarily Mumbai, Pune, and then in Gujarat. Ahmedabad is one of the cities which is growing with the gift city and everything. So obviously Mumbai is the top city where everybody wants to be in Mumbai, and you can see a lot
Everybody
of
wants to have a house in Mumbai.
everybody wants to have a house in Mumbai. Every top developer of the country wants to be in Mumbai. So you see a lot of Bangalore players now have a large presence in Mumbai. So I think one major thing that has come, and you see high value and high volumes in Mumbai. I think what Mumbai needs, or what customers want, is more transparency in terms of not only the touch points. So in today's time, the experience to showcase an apartment or a show flat is great. You're selling dreams, but the knowing the inventory, the price discovery, as well as the legal and technical process, and to make the entire process of home buying easier, and the entire process of managing that portfolio of his till possession and post possession, I think the more convenience and transparency comes in, the better the market will do for all of us. So I think that is what is needed, and that is my only suggestion.
To all the young real
to
estate
all
developers.
the young developers and the emerging new players in the market.
Absolutely. So it was lovely chatting with you at this platform. Many congratulations once again, and it was nice to hear some important insights about your brand and real
Thank you.
estate in the next coming years. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
Thank you very much.